Welcome everyone back to Elder Scrolls Online. The Halloween event is finally done, so I no longer have any more unexpected levels to do, besides now, which I'm now at level 38. And we'll go ahead and put our health in, there we go. I think we probably have some stuff here we could do, I assume. One hand, one shield. Deflect bolts, why not? Anything in the heavy armor? Yeah, we do. And I think that'll be anything in the dark else. Okay, I guess we have that too. Okay, so we have to go run into the Tribunal Temple here. And deal with what's brewing on in here. And there's a full-on attack going on here, so let's go ahead and get this ready. Looks like there's a portal right over here. Zombie. And the zombie dies when the person that raised it dies, so just have to focus on them instead of the zombie. I assume there's one. Yeah, it looks like there's one right around the corner. Wow, that was a hit. Watcher does have a bit of health, but can't do a whole lot of damage to me. Anything worthwhile here? No, there's not. Okay. I keep on missing that AoE on the ground. It pulls me away. Tried the shield there, I was a little too slow. Ah, got out that time. Another Daedra Husk. At this point I also have a full Plagues Doctor set, which is a set that you find here in Deshawn. It's actually a decent tanking set, as it's the more items of it you have on you, you get more health, and there's also like a 4% healing advantage, something like that, for if you have somebody heal you, or you heal yourself, I assume. So I do get all the stuff from that, which is nice. you going? Guess he knocked me around a little bit when I wasn't looking. Well, I'll take the gold. Okay, it looks to be off that way a little bit still. Got that shield in. It's about to do the AoE again. Ooh, I barely have enough stamina to stop that one. And down. And we found the last portal. And Yaltor is apparently off this way somewhere, it looks like. Oh, there you are.
I sense the temple is free of the Daedric incursion. We are well pleased. While you fought for my glory, I learned more about our foes. Magistrix Vox used Daedric magic to split the seams of the wards around the High Chapel. Then she opened an Oblivion Gate to fill the temple with Daedra. You need to get into the High Chapel. Vox managed to bypass the defenses, but its wards are still in place, drawing on the full power of the Tribunal. We must get you past those walls. Vox seeks to desecrate the temple, steal our holy artifacts, and then loose Daedra upon Mournhold. If she succeeds, a great many of my children will die, and my people may lose confidence in the Tribunal. That would be catastrophic. You need to get into the High Chapel. Without the blessing of each of the three, no mortal may pass through the wards and enter the High Chapel. You have more than proven yourself to me. You have my blessing already. You would compound the sacrilege that has already been wrought upon our temple? No, that is unacceptable. If you will aid us, you will do it with our blessings, or not at all. Go to the cloisters of Vivec and sow the seal. My companion gods are absent, but they left trials I can activate to grant their blessings. Pass the trials, and you will be blessed.
Oh goody, trials. Alright, this one over here, it looks like. Starting with Vivec.
Vivec's trial will measure your clarity of judgment. He saw our blessed people through vexing times. His wisdom reveals the secrets others keep. So shall yours be put to the test. Vivec's teachings often take the form of allegories and tales. His lessons are learned by listening and then acting. His challenge exemplifies that approach. you must listen, then act. A temple worker named Varman dueled Belronan Telvanni, slaying him before witnesses. But Varman was a loyal spy. To incite such discord was against his nature. As Vivek did, speak with Varman. Determine who truly slew the Telvanni.
Alright, we can do that.
My lord Vivek, I bear the most grievous news. Belronan Telvanni challenged me to a duel of blood. I regret to say, I won. It was a small cut upon the arm, enough to settle the matter, but he fell dead. I was advising Tolmas and Goldser when the others arrived, Belronan full of anger, Fenila a sneer on her lips, and Morami resigned to what came next. Belronan claimed I'd interfered in his affairs. He insisted I knew what he meant. Of course not. I told him so, but he claimed it a lie and challenged me to a first blood duel. Then everything turned to death. My blade ended his life and directly caused his turmoil. I willingly submit to your judgment, Lord Vivek.
That's a good question.
Your word is unquestioned. I am here to command. Though my blow caused Belronan's death, it was set in motion by another hand. I will aid you in discovering the source of this duel, if you will it.
Okay. Belronan Telvanni's corpse remains where it fell in the duel. The only wound is a very tiny cut on his arm. There's a crumpled note tucked into his belt. The crumpled note threatens to bring Belronan's heretical trade and deranged relics to the attention of the tribunal if Telvanni does not pay. Letter is signed V, but there is no other distinguishing marks.
Lord Vivek, Varman should be dead on the floor. Belronan wouldn't share the note that Temple Netch sent his way, but assured me its contents were vile. One sworn to the temple, quibbling over coin. You should kill him yourself, my lord.
A tragedy, Lord Vivek. Belronan's death in the temple brings great shame to his house. I had thought reasoned words could dissuade him from the duel. Such temper is common to House Telvanni, but it's not my place to question their reliability.
Lord Vivek, I was here when Belronan issued his challenge. He would still live if not for Fenila. She stoked the Telvanni's rage, urging him not to back away from an insult to his honor. She called herself his friend. Curious way to show it.
Then we have this person.
Fenila lent Belronan her blade before the duel. I insisted Varman and Belronan swap weapons. You would think she was Ash Mountain the way she feud.
Okay.
Lord Vivek, Varman should be dead on the floor. Belronan wouldn't share the note that Temple Netch Morami sold me poison yesterday. I'd planned to hunt cliff races next week, but decided this was a better way to get rid of vermin, so I poisoned the blade. Belronan should never have traded weapons. Worse, he should never have lost to Varman. My lord, the life of one such as Varman bears no comparison to Belronan Telvanni. Yes, I sought to root corruption from the temple by poisoning that pile of scrib jelly. I'd do it again.
Well, it looks like I got it.
You walked in our skin and wrought our judgment. You exposed the lie at the core of all truth. This may be lost on you. It does not matter. We are echoes of Vivek. Nothing more. All things less. We recall the wisdom of his judgment, which differed from your own. You could not know. You are not Vivek. Both. Neither. We rewarded Fenila for her cunning, yet House Redoran suffered for poisoning a Telvanni in another's duel. We flayed Morami for her actions, yet elevated House Hlalu for its actions in exposing a heretic. Can you accept this truth? Through your wisdom and judgment, you have earned Vivek's favor. Receive our blessing.
Alright, we got Vivek's favor now. I have to go at Sothasil's trial. I have no idea what that's going to be like. He's the biggest unknown in all the tribunal, basically. Not too much known about him compared to the other two. Oh, you're over there, okay.
Sothasil values intelligence and ingenuity. He builds, he maintains. He is the master of his creations. He shall test these qualities in you. Sothasil has devised a test that allows him to learn more about you each time you complete it. You are to repair one of his clockwork toys, and then break it. All gears turn like the hurling disc. All artifice is ephemeral, and at times, parts are of more use than the whole. There, divine wisdom. Does that satisfy you?
Alright. Arbiter stands dormant. A loose panel slides up and reveals 5 empty sockets and 5 large pegs within its chest cavity. The panel bears a small but legible inscription. Pegs look as though they could fit large drum or gears. There are no spare gears within the Arbiter's chest cavity. There are no dynamo cores fit into the sockets. Master creates the perfect, that which sparks number the houses which built this temple. That which spins numbers my closest companions and myself. A master destroys the imperfect, that which threatens is rendered to its base components. Just have to kill these guys for their parts. Okay. I want to say it was 5 gears, and 3 cores, I think? Yeah, okay. Guess I need another core. There we go. There was 5 houses and 3 tribunals, so had to remove some of the bits out of there. And down.
Your reason surpassed the Arbiter's trap. In doing so, you've revealed yourself to us. You do not fully comprehend. Such is your imperfection. We are the imperfection of Sothosil, excised from his being, yet never truly apart. We measure the indulgence of inspiration against the necessities of progression. You will never know. You are not Sothosil. Perfection can never truly be attained. By testing one's constantly degrading mechanism against this unknowable goal, you reveal the imperfections of your own device. Can you accept this necessity? For comprehending the necessity of imperfection, you have earned the blessing of Sothosil.
Alright, we got all the blessings now.
You're too late. Vox has the artifact. The judgment of Beloff is hers. I may fall, but you were too late to stop Magistrix Vox. She will destroy you all.
Ooh. Zappy, zappy hell. And down. Now to find the way out of here. Looks like it's off that way. And we're back.
I felt a burst of power from the temple and ventured within, fearing the worst. But you've prevailed. What have you discovered? I will discover what powers the judgment of Veloth possesses and why Vox has stolen it. In the meantime, you must pursue Magistrix Vox. For your heroism and service this day, I name you a Hand of Amalexia. Go with my blessing. As Vox led Warhold, she went east. With the recent troubles, the Ordinators are on high alert. One of them saw her headed that way. To the east of Mournhold lies Selphora, a quiet village known for its independent spirit. Vox almost certainly passed through there. Start your search in Selphora.
Alright, let's make our way.
You have done much for my city and its people, thank you. But one more task requires your attention. You must harry Vox and run her to ground.
We can go ahead
Praise to the
and
three.
make our way over this way. I've been quite a bit all over this map already, so I'm sure I've been over this way. Actually, I don't know why I got on my mount, because I'm probably going to lose it once I go into this water. Yep. All the anchors, world bosses, and dwells are done now, so all this really has to do is to do the quest line that's eventually going to lead us into the Black Marsh. Morwind's wildlife is always pretty neat. Here's a nice little net share. See some people off in the distance running about as well. Looks like we've just about made it here. Ah, looks like there's a person here.
I'll stay right here. You probably don't want to get too close to that village. At the moment, I'm fishing. I was sent to Selphora to get help for Master Rastan, but it seems Selphora has problems of its own. If you're not doing anything, go to our trading post and speak to Tevini Hadran. She could really use your help. Master Rastan went to talk to the leaders of the Mabragash tribe and never came back. Tevini can tell you more if you're interested.
Guess we could sidestep here for a moment to take a look at what's going on over here. Ah, here we go.
I miss Ebonheart. I wish I was home. Master Rostin Vendiel is missing. He went into the Mabragosh camp to make a trade deal. It seems he, misread the mood of this tribe. Something went wrong. I wish we'd never come to the Vale of the Ghost Snake. Ashlanders, but even more isolated than most, worship some snake spirit. Rostin wants to trade for their unique snakeskin leather. They won't tell me anything right now, probably because I'm part of House Hlalu. Maybe they will talk to you. I heard that the Farseer calls the shots, but Rostin dismissed the notion. He wants an exclusive deal for the beautiful leathers the Mabragosh make, and he may have overstepped. Rostin was speaking to Gulikan Heronot the last time I saw him. Who knows how these places get their names? Ithrini said she heard that the ghost snake was Sithis. Nonsense if you ask me. All I know is that I saw big snakes near the swamps. They looked very real to me, not ghostly. Thank you for agreeing to look for Master Rostin. I'm sure he was going to talk to Gulikan Heronot. Perhaps he can tell you where Rostin's gotten to. I think the Farseer runs the tribe, but Rostin dismissed that idea. He doesn't believe a woman could have that kind of power. I hope he didn't insult her. Anyway, Rostin went to talk to Gulikan Heronot. That was the last time I saw him. Who knows how these places...
Okay. Guess we can make our way over here. It doesn't seem to be too far. Looks like they're farming over here, maybe?
What can the Mabragash do for you, outsider? Outsiders have no place here. The House Hlalu Highlands should pack up and go. The trader is in Farseer Bodani's hands now. That thought has also crossed my mind. You think like a wise woman. I like that. The trader insulted the Farseer and her anger has blinded her to such consequences. Talk to wise woman Iru Ahan. She may be able to help you. If you must. We don't make up stories just to frighten outsiders. This vale is an ancient place, protected by an ancient entity. The Mabragash have served that entity for many generations.
I like the meat of giant ghost snake. That seems pretty cool.
That ignorant outsider. Let's just say that he mocked us and made the Farseer very angry. He will serve the ghost snake. The Farseer will make sure of that. We do not welcome outsiders, but we treat them with courtesy if they respect our ways.
Alright, let's see what's going on over here. I don't think there was any other quests over that way, no.
You are not one of the women from the Hlalu outpost. What do you want? The merchant isn't your concern. His fate is in the hands of the Farseer and the ghost snake. Still, something disturbs the Vale. I thought it was the merchant, but now the signs and portents point to you. The signs and portents are all around us, influencing events. Can you not see them? If you want my advice, you should... Wait, what's that? Your presence has aroused the serpent bound.
Probably not a good thing, right?
What madness is this, restless spirits? Why have you left the sanctity of the coiled path? Be calm, spirits. Trust in the wisdom of the ghost snake.
This is an outrage! I want to speak to the man in charge of this tribe, you crazy woman!
Another outsider. But this one... I have seen this one in my visions. We must speak. I'm not sure if I should welcome you or curse you. This fool has pestered our hunters, importuned our wise women, and insulted me by demanding to speak to the man in charge of our tribe. I brook no challenges to my authority, or disruptions to the Vale. I was going to take him to the Ghost Snake, but all that changed when you arrived. I have seen a vision of you upon the coiled path. You have a role to play in deciding the fate of this man and our veil. There is something unusual about you. I sense it, and certainly the Ghost Snake knows of you. Talk to this man. Take his measure. Then speak to me when you're ready to face the trial of the Ghost Snake.
I'm a master trader from House Lalu. I'm welcome everywhere, but these people want to sacrifice me to some snake. How should I know? I'm an honest merchant. I just wanted to set up a little trade agreement with the tribe. They make some gold, we make some gold, everybody wins. Next thing I know, they tie me up and act like I committed some crime. I was soaking up the local flavor, if you know what I mean. These Mabrigash ladies are lovely, but my flirting made that witch Badani mad. Besides, they refused to let me speak to the man in charge. Why are they being this way? Well, I did ask the Farseer to summon her boss and get me a glass of Shane. But I asked nicely and everything. Don't let them feed me to the snake. I didn't do anything wrong. I hope she listens to reason. She acts like she's in charge, but she wouldn't even listen to my proposal. Trade proposal, mind you, not a marriage proposal. Those snake hides would earn them plenty of gold. Plenty of gold for all of us.
Back inside.
Of course, of course. Care to join me? Oh, never mind. I'm going.
And what do you think of that man? Yet he managed to offend and insult nearly everyone. My visions tell me that you will decide this man's fate, as well as the fate of my tribe. You will walk the coiled path and seek counsel with the Ghost Snake. Follow the coiled path to the Fang Spires. Collect exactly 8 bog rats along the way to make a proper offering. If you ever reach the spires, serpent-bound ghosts will challenge you every step of the way. They already sense your presence. The vision I had was strong. Your choices determine the fate of merchant and Mabrigash alike. But you must speak to the Ghost Snake. The coiled path begins just outside the village, but know that the serpent-bound will block your way. The Ghost Snake has a taste for bog rats. They make a proper offering, but only if you bring exactly 8 of the plump creatures to the Fang Spires. Do not question the will of the Ghost Snake. Besides, that's exactly the number of rats that fit in the bag I gave you. More than that, I cannot say. The mystery of the sacred number is not for the ears of an outsider. The vision I had was strong. Your choices determine the fate of merchant and Mabrigash alike. But you must...
Okay. Okay, it's off this way then. Guess Ghost Snake needs to have dinner before he can deal with talking about the fate of the tribe. Oh, I could just catch him, okay. Looks like there's one of these sight things over here, along with a quest. My name is Risa Yuvaro. My restless and reckless nature led me to this place. I don't have long to live, I'm not afraid, but I do have one sorrow. The amulet my mother gave me was lost when the snake delivered the poison that's now killing me. Reading this, you may feel better on the cold path than I. If you find a small gold amulet engraved with an R on one of the serpents, take it to my mother in Denya Urville at Tadiak Fortress. Tell her my last thoughts were of her. Alright, we found Cold Path Landing. Yeah, it's definitely a giant snake. Oh, it's trying to reheal, okay. No amulet. That's unfortunate. Another bog rat out here. Try and sleep on me. Oh, we found the amulet. Good. I didn't realize what that was just a moment ago, but it's an anchor. Okay. Must be the middle one, I think. Or is it the east one? Yeah, no, it's the middle one way over there. Fang spires. Looks like it's a bit of a ways up. I guess this is the spot here. I wonder if there's a sky shard or something nearby. Oh, there's a lore book. Or wait, that's a thieves' trove. Okay. Okay. Is there anything else around here that might be of interest? Doesn't look like it. I don't see any scarred shard things along those lines. Whoa! It's the ghost snake.
Your offering pleases me. The warm blood was sent by those who honor and protect this veil. Most curious. Every path leads in two directions, into light and into darkness. Light and dark, good and evil, sunlight and shadow. Two sides to all things, little warm blood. Let me show you.
Okay. Hello there. And down. Well, that looks neat.
The warm blood is skillful and cunning. The Marbrigash must make their own choices. Connect with the world outside or remain isolated. It is never only light or shadow. As long as they honor my kin and I, they are free to do as they please. Some can stay isolated in the Veil, or some may choose the outside world. Two sides of the same path. The merchant's presence has already changed the Veil. What happens next is inevitable. I am the Ghost Snake. I am both constant and ever-changing. One thing to you, another perhaps to the Marbrigash. Aid the Marbrigash as you will. The choice is yours to make. I can send you back to the Farseer. She waits for you at her tent.
Alright, let's go.
You walked the coiled path and survived? Has the Ghost Snake spoken? Ghost Snake is wise, but inscrutable. I had hoped he would demand that we bring the merchant to him. It's no coincidence that you arrived at the same time as the merchant. You are bound up in this. You must help us decide. I crafted a snake totem representing the entwined fates of the Marbrigash and the merchant. Get it from my tent. I will have the merchant brought here.
Alright. Looks like something's about to happen. I think I went the wrong way. Ah, there we go.
A decision must be made. Our fate depends upon it. Now you must choose. If the Mabragash are to remain isolated, place the totem in the fire. If we are to change our ways and trade with the Hlalu, give the totem to the merchant. He will remain in the Vale, serving the ghost snake. I know only that it will change us. Whether for good or ill, only time will tell. Seek guidance where you would. Speak to my people, the merchant, or even the merchant's assistant if you wish. But then you must choose.
Alrighty.
I've spoken to some of the Mabragash wise women. They've been perfectly polite. I've been on the receiving end of Rostin's vaunted charms a time or two. I'm not surprised he managed to offend every woman in the Vale. I wonder if the Farseer would consider another option. I don't wish Rostin ill, but I have an idea. They let Rostin live, as long as he promises never to speak of the Vale or return here. Then they sign a trade agreement with me. They deal with me, and I keep other Hlalu traders away. It's a mutually beneficial arrangement. Everyone wins. Rostin doesn't end up as snake food. I gain prestige among the Hlalu, and Mabragash can limit the amount of influence the outside world places on the Vale.
That's a pretty good deal there, actually.
I knew a woman would successfully navigate the coiled path. At first, I just wanted the merchant to go away. But I've been thinking, perhaps it wouldn't be so bad to deal with the outside world. No, many are set in their ways and fear change. But if we're cautious, we may benefit in the long run.
What's your step among the Mabragash, outsider? Rostin claims things won't change, but I don't trust him. If you ask me, the Hlalu are just one step above thieves. If it were up to me, Rostin would have quietly disappeared the first night he arrived here. But you're the one making the decision, not me.
If that harlot Taveni steals my deal, she'll regret it. So they treat me like some sort of criminal? I've been nothing but respectful, and trade would help them. Of course I benefit. I'm a merchant. Trading is what I do. How about this? Propose a limited trade agreement on their terms, and I'll agree to keep other traders away from the Vale.
Kinda like her idea the most, to be honest.
Our fate rests in your hands. By your next action, our fate will be sealed. If the Mabragash are to grant access to the Vale, give the totem to the merchant. If we are to remain isolated, tending the Vale without outside interference, burn the totem in the fire. My vision was clear. Your actions will affect our future, perhaps in ways we cannot yet see. Tavini spoke with Iruahan and made that same suggestion. A sly ploy. Clever. I admire that. I would be willing to deal with a smart woman who respects and understands our ways. Rostin will remain our guest while we finalize details with the female trader. We have ways to make sure he never speaks of us again. But have no fear. He will be released shortly. Pity. He would have served the ghost snake well.
And we finished the quest. I think it went pretty well.
You are named clan friend of the Mabragash, and you are welcome in the Vale.
What do you want, outsider?
That was a fun little quest, but I guess now we can head on back on track with our main assignment off this way, and we'll go ahead and get along on that in the next video. So, see you then.